duration of this program as it may. All right, so some little introduction about the class. The class is being recorded. Every of the class, every of the session you'll be having is being recorded. And like Ken said, the classes are on Mondays and on Wednesdays, right? 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The classes are fully recorded, and immediately after each classes, the recording is made available to everybody via your LMS platform. So if you want to know more about LMS platform, please watch some videos in Telegram group. You all should be in the Telegram group as of now. If you're not in Telegram group, the link to the Telegram group will drop to be made available by Ken before the end of today's class. So you could join Telegram group. So every conversation that goes on after the class takes place or goes on within the Telegram group. So you're going to be given assignments almost at every end of each classes, right? So every other conversation that goes on after the classes takes place in the Telegram group. So you want to join the Telegram group to catch up with any other conversations that goes on outside the class, right? So that being said, I've also laid some ground rules. If you want to speak, you are not permitted to. You're not permitted to. Okay, so I think majority some people have an issue with renaming themselves. So what you do is that just comment your name in the chat section, then comment your name in chat section, then Ken will go ahead to help you rename that. So if you cannot rename yourself, just drop your name in the chat section and Ken will help you do that. All right. So some ground rules. Please do not at some point are you allowed to unmute yourself without the permission of the instructor. You are not also permitted to turn on your video to not cause distraction to every other person in the class, right? So if you want to call the attention of the instructor, you have a question or you want to say something, you could use the raise hand feature of your Zoom, or you could drop your questions within the chat section. That being said, at each of the classes we have two breaks. We have two breaks at each every 45 minutes. We go on a break, just a recess, so you could catch a breath or take a sip of water or just move around, right? Okay, so that being said, so let me properly introduce you to digital marketing program. So the HIT digital marketing program has been structured in a way to take you from being a beginner or being a novice about digital marketing to being a pro at the end of the class. The classes are going to run for the 4 weeks, right? Within these 4 weeks, the curriculum have been structured in a way to take you, even if you know nothing about digital marketing, it's going to take you from knowing nothing about digital marketing to knowing to everything about digital marketing, right? That's been said. Okay, and the classes are structured in two ways, right? So we don't believe in just taking people to the stream and feeding them the water. Before we take you to the stream and feed you with the water, we need to tell you about the stream first, right? So we need to tell you what the stream is all, what the stream entails, the water in the stream, how to fetch water from the stream, and everything like that. So the classes are structured in the theoretical aspect and the practical aspect. So most classes, you're going to start with theoretical aspects, understanding everything about the what you're about to learn, like the platforms, the strategy behind it, and the full understanding that can give you a successful ride on that aspect of digital marketing. Then we'll then move into the practical aspect. So if you join some class and you feel like they're talking too much, that's just a strategy. It wants you to understand theoretically first before we go into the platform, right? So we're not just going to take you straight to the platform and start showing this and start showing it and you start getting confused, right? No, so we'll first take you to the theoretical aspect, then we show you the practical aspects. Okay, so I believe that's being said now, and we can move straight uh, into this program, right? Okay, so I'll start with a monologue from me about digital marketing, right? Most people must have heard of digital marketing, like, oh, okay, yeah, digital marketing is the next big thing, or digital marketing is a big thing already. But the thing about digital marketing space or the internet space, that the internet space keeps evolving almost at every time, right? So if you are in this class today, one thing you need to be determined to do is to practice. You need to practice. Why? The only thing that differentiates me and you, or differentiates you from another digital marketer, is the experience you've gathered while carrying out projects, right? And you cannot gather experience if you don't carry out any project. So the more you carry out the project, the more experience you get, and the experience goes along in telling you, in shaping your thought or in shaping your thought process about strategy. One thing that is very important in digital marketing is strategy. Now, take for instance, if you have two football teams, right? You have team A, you have team B. Team A and team B are going to play on the same field, on the same football pitch. They are going to play 12 aside, 12 aside. They're going to have a single ball all of them are playing with. What would differentiate team A from team B is the strategy that the coach decide to implement. Number one, then the experience the coach have had in the process or in the time of preparing for the football match or whatever. So the same thing also applies to digital marketing, right? You can't wake up today and say, you know what, I want to be the best guy and everything that. You need to take your time to practice and gather experience. The more experience you gather, the more good you are at anything you're doing in digital marketing. And the reason why you need to keep practicing is because digital marketing space is not a space that stays the same forever. What works today might not work tomorrow. What worked yesterday might work tomorrow, right? So the platform evolves at every time. If you come to the class today and I probably show you the platform of Facebook advertising and you've seen where the campaign button is, you see where the report button is, you might get there back in the next 1 week and you discover that the campaign button is no longer here. The campaign button has moved to this side, right? So that's just like a basic example of what I mean the platform is evolving. So you need to get familiar with the platform. Then that's the only way you could move straight into it, right? And the major reason the major thing everybody's concerned as UI digital marketer is number one, the results you could deliver for your clients, right? Uh, so yeah, my whole point is just that wherever at the end of the classes you'll be given assignments. You want to just don't just go relax back and say, you know what, I've heard what the instructor said. Oh, it's so simple, I could do it. You need to go to the platform and actually carry it out, and that is the only way to stick to you. Right. Okay. So that being said, we'll move straight into today's program. Right. Okay. So once again, good morning and welcome to today's class on digital marketing program from HIT. Right. So today we'll be starting with one aspect of digital marketing, right? So today we just want you to get familiarized with the program and just welcome you with something that is lively and something that everybody could relate with, right? So today we're going to start with the platform, and the next class we're going to start with a proper introduction of digital marketing and everything that entails digital marketing. All right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and we're going to move straight into this class. And yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so today's class is going to be on email marketing, right? Email marketing. So this is going to be a complete masterclass training. So if you have not heard anything about email marketing before, today you're going to learn email marketing and you're going to be a pro. Pro. We're going to take you from everything about digital marketing, email marketing, from the scratch to the final space. Right. So in today's class, what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about email marketing. We're talking about types of email marketers. We're going to talk about types of email. We're going to talk about the email marketing system. The email marketing system is more or less strategy. Like I said, strategy is very important in digital marketing. So email marketing system or strategy, whatever you choose to do it, then MailChimp walkthrough. That's going to be the practical section of today's class. Right. So that being said, let's move on. Okay, so I forgot to say, I forgot to say that during the introduction, like my class is always interactive, right? So at some point, you'll be required to speak and share your thoughts or share your experience or whatever is going on. Do not be shy to say what you know, right? There's no right, there's no wrong in the class. So just share whatever you know, and so it makes it a whole lot easier. Number one, and it makes the class wider. So you might mention something that might make the instructor move into another topic and just try to share his experience of that. And there are some things might be skipped during class, and because of what you said, could have a retreat and everything. So my whole point is that you just be free to talk in the class, and because I'm gonna be sharing a lot of opening the floor for a lot of discussions during the program. So you want to do that, and yeah, so that's been said. Okay, so now I'm going to open the floor for this before moving straight into today's practical class. I want us to talk about this. I'm very sure everybody on this call or in this class right now has at some point or the other heard something about email marketing, right? So you all know emails, right? I believe everybody's call has an email account, right? And so we know how email marketing is. Email started from. Email is one of the foremost uh, inventions of the internet when it comes to marketing, right? So when the internet first broke out, I think, yeah, email was one of the foremost channels of internet marketing back then. So everyone had to create an email account to receive notifications and everything. I remember this time we have to go to the cyber cafe to go buy airtime of 30 minutes just to check your email and everything. But see how the world has evolved to now. So now, and I know you all know about social media marketing, you know about influencer, you know about all those new things that are taking or they're making waves now when it comes to internet marketing. So now, what do you think about email marketing? Do you think email marketing is dead, or email marketing is much more active, or email marketing is not just a thing we need to be talking about in 2021? Like, seriously, this is 2021. Should we still be talking about email marketing, or we should just focus on your YouTube marketing, or focus on your social media marketing, or focus on on your TikTok marketing or whatever platform that is making a wave right now? So, what do you think about email marketing? Should you even bother going to today's class, or we should just call it a day and wait for Wednesday to start another topic? So yeah, so the floor is open now. Just raise your hand, or you can use the chat section. If in a place you cannot speak, just the chat section too. So just share your thoughts about email marketing. So what do you think email marketing is? Email marketing dead, or email marketing is pretty much still alive, or yeah, just indifferent to it? So yeah, let's go. Okay, Binga Sambo.
All right. Well, I think email marketing is still one of the tools that every marketer will want to explore. Although there are a lot of technical know-how to it, and maybe that some of us are not getting how to actually maximize um, the, the platform. I get tons of emails in my account, and I'm like, I mean, marketing emails, so to say. So I'm like, how are these people getting all this email and all of those things? So I think email marketing is one of the marketing tool that we should explore, and I really want to know more about it. Thank you.
Perfect, Binga. Thank you for that. Okay, so because I'm having trouble pronouncing Gig Pedro.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Please, sorry, pronounce your name again. Pronounce your name again.
The name is G. Pedro Ichendo. G. Pedro, or you
Or I can just call you Pedro.
can simply say Pedro.
Perfect, Pedro. All right, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, I think email marketing is one of the integral part of
So Pedro, I think you're having a bit of network issue. I cannot hear you.
digital marketing, because I could remember study on D54 that Pittman was able to teach people shorthand, over 10,000 people shorthand through email. He was just sending email to people and teaching them this, teaching them shorthand, even as difficult as it is to us now. Back then, people were learning it through email. So marketing products and services through email has been an old thing, but just that a little bit of innovation, added to it in this our age when digital marketing has exploded and IT has overtaken the world. So email marketing is not dead; it's pretty much active in this our time. Just like the last speaker just stated, I received tons of email, and in this email, they try to sell one product or service to you, leaving you with what to do. Sometimes it could also be lecture through email. And like what you are doing now, you can only do it through email by preparing the lesson and dishing them out bit by bit, either weekly or daily. So email marketing should be something we should pay attention to. And to me, I already know it is something that is still viable, but just the technicality on how to use them and make proper use of it that I crave for.
Perfect, Pedro. Thank you for that. Thank you for the explicit view. Okay, so let's have Adimola. What do you think about email marketing?
Email marketing, as rightly said by Benga and Pedro, is pretty much alive, and it was to explore. For example, the platform that we are on right now, one would not be able to get the information without the power of email marketing. Like before, like when I registered, for example, I actually registered, I was contemplating, but tons of email coming in every day, exposing me to one thing or the other, keep pushing me to making the payment and get set to learn this and learn that. And not only HIT, other platforms are doing the same thing, getting you to get attracted to one thing or the other, teaching out is very, very much alive and what to explore. So as rightly said by Pedro and Vega, like I said, so it is not what is not dead. Like it's by far it was just being born alive.
All right, thank you very much, Adimola. Thank you for that. Okay, so I have two more people. Let me go. Francis. Francis, it seems you're having a bit of network issue. I can't really hear you. Okay, in the
Hello,
meantime,
good morning.
All right, can you hear you now?
Yeah, okay, sorry. In addition to what the colleagues have said, I wouldn't want to repeat what they said, but I just wanted to add three elements. The email marketing is actually more alive than before. Reason being that the advent of coronavirus, or the reality of coronavirus, has made that visible, because practically with the form of lockdown and the rest of them, so people actually survived this pandemic period with work-related issues, professional issues, and economic issues through email marketing. I mean, that's the coronavirus made it so clear we cannot but survive with it. And a second point, with this same in this same context, we can actually electronically have our signatures in documents, in anything we are doing. So this was possible via emails. On a third note, with the email marketing, it is even possible to create email templates, maybe hotels or whatsoever. So what I am saying is, with these 3 points, it is only very, very clear that the email marketing is something that will even evolve more than we have at right now. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Francis. Thank you for that. So lastly, let me go for Emmanuel. So far, so we have not seen anybody who has said email marketing is dead. I hope Emmanuel will say that.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, great colleague.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Email marketing, just from your last statement, email marketing is not dead. Although the industry might not be competitive, and as well, the turnover might not be in the high side, but email marketing is still essential. It's just like when Facebook came out. Prior years back, Facebook was the end thing. But when Twitter came on board, we saw that at a tweet, you can get information. Nonetheless, Facebook is still existing. Likewise, the same thing with email marketing. Email marketing still exists, as long as also the great people in the industry, like
the Gmail and the Yahoo, as long as they're still in the market, email market is also still essential. Thank
Perfect,
you.
perfect, Emmanuel. Thank you to everyone who have shared their view about email marketing. And so it's so interesting that nobody in the class right now feels that email marketing is dead. So I was hoping to see people like, email marketing is dead because you don't really convert people via emails again. People don't really check them out. Okay, so for everybody who believe that email marketing is not dead, let me ask you this question for last time. Okay, so just raise your hand or just give a thumbs up, right? Just give a thumbs up. If you have more than 1,000 unread emails, say aye. Okay, so I have like 5 people that have 1,000 unread emails. Okay, that's 6 people. All right, that's 7. That's 8. Basically, I have like 9 people that said email marketing. So they have like over 1,000 already emails. And you all are saying email marketing is not dead. If email marketing is not dead, we guys have like over 1,000 already emails. Okay, so Mary, I see you. Double, I see you too. Okay, so now how do you convince me that email marketing is not dead when you all have over 1,000 already emails? Why are you not reading those emails? And you say email marketing is not dead? All right, so I was expecting someone to say to raise that point, like email market is dead because I have like 1,000 already emails. I'm not reading everything. All right, so perfect. Email marketing is not dead, and email marketing will not die. At least at this point. Okay, there's some emails that are relevant. Okay, perfect. You're really perfect. Okay, so for me now, I'm saying email marketing is not dead. Email marketing will not die, at least for now, right? So email marketing, although has been one of the foremost uh, advent of internet marketing, but email marketing is still much more and much more relevant as of today. And in this process, in this class, I'm going to prove to you that email marketing is not dead, and email marketing is still one of the most important digital marketing channels you need to factor into your strategy when you're writing your marketing strategy. Email marketing is one of the most important things you also need to factor into your strategy when preparing for a marketing project or something like that, right? So I'm gonna in next few slides, I'm going to explain why email marketing is not dead, right? So you might meet some people that say email marketing is dead because I send email out and people are not reading it. It's going to their spam, it's going to their junk files, it's going to people are not just reading it. Me myself, I have like over 2,000 read emails. So why are you telling that email marketing is dead, right? So I'm going to explain to you why most people might feel this way because they send emails out and people are not reading it, right? So yeah. So let me start with these. Let me start by explaining with these quotes, right? So I have here, if social media is a cocktail party, then email marketing is a meet up for coffee, the original one-to-one channel. Now, what do you mean by this? So you might have so many people that are of the opinion that social media marketing is still the best thing to engage with because most people are on Facebook, most people are on Instagram, most people are on Twitter, most business and everything, most other business and everything are what's called are all on social media and they're cashing out on social media and everything. So email, social media is like the only thing everybody should be into now. The social media is the only thing everybody should be into now. Now let me explain social media in relation uh to email marketing. So from this code now, if social media is a cocktail party, we all know what a cocktail party is. So a cocktail party is just like, so let's say for instance, at the end of this program now, HIT decides to throw us a end of the program party. So everybody's being invited to the party. Now it's a cocktail party, like everybody's being invited. We'll just throw out invitations to everybody, like, hey, everybody come for the party, and everybody comes for the party, right? Now, if I'm to ask at least 3 or 4 people in this class right now, if you go to a party Like you go to, let's say, UB end of the year party, maybe a what's it called, maybe a Tony Emelu end of the year party, kind of like that. What do you do in the party? Like, what's like a normal a normal goal oriented somebody or person? What do you do in such an high end or an important field people party? What do you do? Norms, the first thing is like you like try to mingle around with people, right? Try to mingle around with people. So you see someone standing over there, you go from Germany, and this is what I do, this is what I do. Uh, do you mind if I get your contact so I could, we could hook up some other days or could have a proper meeting some other time. So you go around, introducing yourself and trying to collect people's contacts and everything like that, right? So you try and collect that, oh, this. So you go around trying to look for like minds, or you go around trying to look for people who could invest in your business, or people who you could have a partnership with, or people who could, probably buy your products or services, or people who could just, people of like minds, or people you could actually share something with. So you go ahead and look for such people within the party. Now we are done at the party. What will be the next thing you do? The next thing you probably do is that when you get home, or probably the next day, you pick up your phone and you probably send a message to the person like, "Oh, hi, my name is Ademola. We met at HIT's end of the year party. I told you I was into this and everything. Oh, how are you doing?" Like, "Oh, fine, I'm good. I don't know. Do you have a second? Can we meet up so I could tell you about my business I introduced to you that day?" And just like, "Oh, no problem. Let's do a meetup by 5 p.m. at a lounge or something like that." Then you go to a lounge, you go meet the person, and you then introduce your business proper. You tell the person about your business and everything, and from there you could try to convince the person to buy from you. Perfect. Like, so that's like the perfect scenario of social media and email marketing I've just explained in that short period. So social media is more like your cocktail party where anybody is invited. Now you don't care who comes to your party somehow. You don't care whether the person has something to do with you, whether the person is interested in your business or something. You just gathering people so that you could, network with a whole large number of people. So at social media, at the cocktail party, everybody's just having fun, everybody's just there. But while at the party, you're trying to pinpoint people that are of importance to you, or people that could be of importance to you, or people that could, that you could have one or two things to do together. Now, when you fish them out, you now take them, you now go make them separately, and you try to, like, now take up the conversation from where you started off last night. And basically, that's how social media and email marketing work. So, your social media page, you could have a million followership. A million followership does not mean that they're your customers. A million followership does not mean all the million people following you are interested in your business. People can be following your social media pages for different reasons. They could be following your social media page because their friend is following it, or they could follow you because you posted something funny one day and like, "Oh, that's what's funny," and they followed you. Not that they're really interested in your business, or they're really interested in your products or services. People can follow your social media handles for different reasons, right? So now that's like the cocktail party. But now so how do you then streamline, or how do you relate directly to the people who are of interest to you, or people who could actually, carry out a business transaction with you, either buy your product or buy your services? And that is the meetup for coffee, right? So the meetup for coffee, now you're trying to meet people who have showed interest in your product or something. So imagine you're at the party now, you walk up to, let's say for instance, you walk up to Amusa now, like, "Hey Amusa, what's up? My name is Mark, and I'm into fashion." And Amusa was like, "Thank you very much," and just walk away. Would you try to see Amusa the next day and say, "I was trying to tell you about my business. Like, oh, my name is Mark, and I'm into fashion. I do this, I do that." I was like, Ademola was like, "Wow, that's so nice. I would love to hear more about your product or something." And you guys go ahead to exchange contacts. Now, tomorrow, would you gather Amusa and Ademola together again and say, "No, what, guys, sit down. I want to tell you about my business"? No, you go straight to the people who have shown interest in your product, and you go converse. So, the expression of meet up for coffee, basically at the coffee table, you're doing is just one person to each that you're trying to talk. The same thing way email marketing works. Email marketing is a one-to-one channel. Like, it's just you trying to talk directly to one person who has shown interest in your product or your services. So you could see how email marketing perfectly fits into your marketing strategy, no matter what you have on your social media, or no matter what anybody might have said about social media marketing, that social media marketing is number one and everything. You if you implement email marketing into your strategy, it goes a whole long way. So like the expansion I gave about a million followership, and then you try to sift out people who are interested in your product or services, and you try to talk to them one-on-one, and you go ahead and strike a deal with them. So basically that's how email marketing is with that code. Like I just really explained everything full like that. So now let's go ahead and see. So I'm going to, for the next few slides, I'm going to be giving us points on how to. So what I'm trying to do at this point is to make us see email marketing in a different light. Like, do not see it from the angle of it's just another marketing platform. No, so I'm trying to make you see how email marketing fits in perfectly into the digital channels out there. And when you have a different orientation or different perspective into what email is actually is, then you get to understand how to use the platform better. Okay, so I've just been notified I want to go on our first break for today's class, and we'll back. So the breaks are just for 10 minutes. So you want to set your time. So because immediately after the break, uh, we would continue class immediately. So you don't want to mix out. So just take a few minutes to just either take a sip of water or just stretch your leg and everything. All right. So we're back in the next 10 minutes. Okay. Well, welcome back from that break, and we'll kickstart the class immediately from where we start. So a little recap. So a little recap, we start the class off with email marketing, and we're trying to establish what email marketing is all about, and we had a discussion about email marketing being dead or still alive, and we're trying to compare email marketing into vis-a-vis social media marketing, and how it all fits into it. And that being said, so let me say this now. So for you to fully understand some platforms of digital marketing, you need to understand how they existed offline, right? So that could give you an insight into why you should approach the channel and how you can make use of the channel properly, right? So I'm always of the opinion that every digital marketing channel see as of today took its form from an offline marketing platform, right? So before the advent of online marketing, we definitely had a form of marketing back then. New digital marketing channels, or some of the digital marketing channels we have these days, somehow offline marketing channels are metamorphosized into online. Take for instance email marketing. Email marketing is not a new thing, right? But email marketing existed offline via what I could refer to as via your post office, right? Your post mails and everything like that. So remember back then, years back, when our parents or our uncles or aunties used to receive newsletters from their banks, newsletter, or maybe end of the year annual reports, maybe promo magazines. I don't even know the magazine. There was one Tell magazine, but something, right? So how do they used to get it? They used to get it via their post office, right? So they send it to the mail, to post office, their post office comes deliver the same thing, email market. So you could say offline posts office kind of thing metamorphosized into what we have as email marketing. But one point of post letter then I want to also take cognizance of is the fact that I said in the beginning that email marketing is a one-on-one channel, right? Why? Now, if you remember back then when we used to write letters. So remember when you're in secondary school or primary school, and your teacher asks you to write a letter. there's always something significant about the letter. It's always that you should write a letter to either your father or your uncle or something. Now, except maybe them Apostle Paul's and okay, so why do you always write a letter to either your uncle or something, and the conversation is also like write your letter to your uncle, tell him about how you spent your holidays or something like that. Now the purpose, the main thing I want us to focus on that is that when it comes to being has always been a one-on-one kind of thing. Like it's always a personal thought. You cannot read the letter between me and my uncle and you not feel there's a personal connection between this person and this other person. Like I fully know this person I'm writing this letter to, and me and the person kind of have a relationship that will entail me to write the letter to the person. So your mail space can be referred to as a private entity or like a private space. Like before anybody could walk into your private space, you have to give the person permission to come into your space, and that's how I would believe you fully understand what I'm talking about. So it's just like a lover writing a letter to another lover. You could feel that there's a connection, that you could feel the personal touch, you could feel the relationship. Like even me reading a letter, you know that okay, this person fully knows this person that is he or she is writing a letter to. Right? So the same thing also applies to email marketing. Before going into understand the whole platform, it's the email marketing platform, it's a one-on-one channel, right? Like it's just like a business writing a letter to a customer, not a business writing a letter to a million people at the same time, because there's always a difference between now. So yeah, that means I'm still going to expand on that later on. But now let's go ahead and understand what email marketing is about. So what is email marketing? Right. So email marketing is a form of direct marketing that uses email to promote a business product or services. Right. So we make it when it comes to marketing, we make use of the email platform to create awareness for a brand's product or for a right. So it plays a pivotal role about keeping engagement or keeping relationship or keeping up relationship with your customers, right? So that is a major one of the major roles that email marketing actually plays. So it kind of builds up a relationship, a one-on-one relationship between you and your customer. Unlike your social media channel where you are speaking to a million people at the same time or 10,000 people at the same time without any personal touch or any personal feeling. But when it comes to the email marketing space, like I said, email is a private space, right? So you need to treat that as a private space also, and we're also going to get into that later on, right? But that's just email marketing. So email marketing is just making use of email platforms to market a product, a brand's product or services, basically. Now, quickly, let's talk about what are the various types of email marketers that we have. So, majorly, I like to group people who call the traditional or the legal email marketers. Now, why do we call them the traditional or the legal email marketers? So, let me paint this story, right? So, this set of people are people that were invited to HIT's end of year party. So, I'm still going back to the story I talked about. So, they were invited to HIT's end of year party. They came into the party and they mingled with people. So, they met with Benga, they met with Pedro, they met with Ademola, they met with Adiola, they met with Emmanuel. So they met with a lot of people and they had a conversation with all these people. And these people were like, oh, you know what? Call me later on. Let's meet up and let's talk about business later on. So they shared their contacts. Basically, they shared their email with this set of people, right? So now, this set of people are referred to as the legal email marketers because now they collected the emails of these people at the party in a legal way. Like they people willingly gave out their emails to them. And so the next day they went out to start calling them up or start sending emails to them. These are the traditional guys, these are legal email guys. So basically what they did was that anybody who could collect the emails contact of people in a legal way, like the customers willingly gave out their emails to you to send them a message. Those are what we refer to as a legal email marketer, and that is why, and that's the parts or the type of email marketers everybody needs to be into, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. How we could fall into that category. Now, the other type of email marketers are the people called the bulk mailers. So the bulk mailers are this set of people that were not invited to the HIT end of year party, right? They were not invited. But what they did was that they went up to the bouncer who had the list of the guests, right? The bouncers at the door that's admitting people on the guest list, or they went to the lady, the attendant or the party attendant at the door who was signing people in, whereby people are filling their form and filling their name before they enter into the party. So they went there and they probably paid the bouncer or paid that lady to give them the guest list, the contact of the guest list, and they went away with it. So those are the people who call the bulk mailers. They are basically known as the spammers. So those are the people that makes your email box to have like 1,000 already emails, 2,000 already emails, 500 already emails. Those are the set of people. Why? So if I'm to ask you why you didn't read those mails, you probably didn't read those mails because you were not expecting a mail from those people. So you had no business reading the mail. Like you just see somebody telling you about traveling to Dubai, and like I never even talked to anybody about traveling to Dubai. So why is person sending me email? And you probably didn't read it. So those are the bulk mailers. They are also known as the spammers. So the spammers are the guys that buy email or they scrap email from the online space and everything, and they start sending you unsolicited messages and everything. So these are the bulk mailers, and you don't want to be in a bulk mail. You don't want to promote your business by being a spammer, right? Now, the last set of people are the people we refer to as the cold email marketers. So the cold email marketers are these guys. Number one, they didn't collect the emails from you legally, and number two, they know that what they are doing is wrong, but they are not trying to market something to you. So what they try to do is to collect your contact and trying to build up relationship with you, right? So it's just like uh so just like you know this person, but you couldn't get the contact of the person. But now you contacted the person, but not you didn't start off by saying, "Hey, come and buy or come and do this." You start off by probably trying to build a relationship with the person before you start marketing your products or services. So basically, these are the three major email category of email marketers, and the only category you want to be is the traditional or the legal email marketer. So you don't want to go bribe a bouncer or bribe an attendant to give you the contact of the guest list before you do that, right? So now the other every other thing we're talking about is now how to fall into the traditional or the illegal email marketers. Now, before we go further, let's quickly state this for clarification. Now, not every emails you get in your mailbox are referred to as email marketing, right? Now, there are two major types of emails everybody gets. Number one is what we call the transactional email. Now, the transactional emails are those emails that are automatically generated by your own action. You took an action, and that is why you're getting the email. Take for instance, you bought something, and your bank is sending you a debit alert or a credit alert via your mail. That is not email marketing. That's just a transactional email, right? So probably maybe you took an Uber now or you took a boat, and they sent you your receipt to your mail. That is transactional emails. But when we're referring to marketing emails. So marketing emails are those ones that are promotional in nature. That you're like your newsletter, your special offer, your discount emails and everything. Those are the marketing emails. Those are the kind of emails we're talking about when it comes to marketing emails. So basically what we're doing there is just to promote the brand's products or services. Okay. So now we're growing great right now. So now let's move into understanding the email marketing system itself and how we could make use of email marketing system perfectly for our brand product or services. So we don't go about shouting, people are not reading my emails, or you don't go about saying email marketing is dead. We need to understand how email marketing all works together. So now, for us to understand how email marketing works, now email marketing works hand in hand with what we call inbound marketing. And basically, what does inbound marketing says? Inbound marketing says that there are three major steps to marketing a product or services, to marketing a product or services, and they're just number one: attract, engage, and delight. So now, for us to fully make use of the potential of email marketing, we need to fuse in email marketing with inbound marketing. So we need to follow the rules of inbound marketing. Inbound marketing says number one, you must attract, number two, you must engage, and number three, you must delight. So how can we structure our email marketing strategy or email marketing uh, process going on with inbound marketing? Now, number one is the attraction stage. Now, what do you mean by attraction stage? Now, attraction stage is that, so I'm still going to go back to the story of the party and everything. Now, imagine you are the party now. You want people to have a conversation with you. Number one, you must attract somebody, like something must attract people to you. Is that you create something of an attraction, of an attention that will cause an attention to you, or you probably just, you probably wear a good clothes, or you probably wear a good perfume, and you walk past somebody and it's like, oh, sorry, please, what's the name of perfume you're wearing? I'm like, oh, the name of perfume I'm wearing is Okrika perf. And the person was like, wow, I love it. Where did you get it from? I go, it's actually my business that produced that. My name is, and go ahead and introduce yourself, right? So you must definitely have something that will attract people or create attention to yourself at the party so that you can get people to interact with you. So the same thing also applies to email marketing. When we're doing email marketing, number one, you need to get something that will attract people to yourself or to your business or to your products or services, what have you that you're offering. Something must attract them. When you're done attracting, number two is to engage. So at the party, someone will like, I love your perf. And like that's caused an attention already. So you then turn to the person, and then the next thing you do is to engage the person. So you don't go from so you don't go from being attracted and all of a sudden not being attracted. So because you need, if someone's attracted to you, you need to engage the person. You know, just say, because the person attracted to you, and you just stand like moron and you're looking at the person like, oh yeah, continue looking at me, I'm attractive, continue. No, no, you have to engage the person, right? So you have to engage the person. So the same thing also applies to email marketing. When you've been able to attract people, you need to engage them. So somebody was attracted by your perf, then you go ahead to engage them. You need to have a conversation that is sweet and that is interesting, that will make the person want to spend more time with you. Like, yo, okay, I did love the way you sound, or I love your intellectuals. I don't know, can we get to know each other more or something? And that's how it works. So the same thing also applies to email marketing. When you've attracted somebody, you need to engage the person, or you need to engage the customers, or engage the people you've wherever it. So imagine at the party you've engaged with this person. The person like, whoa, I love your perception about marketing. I love your perception about business and everything. Can we meet up tomorrow and let's talk about business? Perfect engagement. So you meet up with the person tomorrow and you're talking about business, and your sole purpose then is now to sell your product or services, which is the delight stage. So at the delight stage, you then go ahead to close up the business transaction, and everything is sealed and done and delivered. Basically, if you structure your email marketing campaign like this, you are good to go. Now, let me give us a practical example. A practical example would be, so imagine I run a okay, imagine I run a spa, like I run this yeah, a spa, a well-being center, or a spa center, something like that. Then I want to get the attention of people, so I probably go to a party, and I I start looking all glowed up and everything. And I probably just say, you know what, uh, you all can be looking all okay. That's not a perfect example. So let me go with the gym. So let's say, for instance, I run a gym club, or a gym center, and I'm looking all puffed up, my biceps and everything is looking all good and everything. I'm looking all great, and I be like, you know what, you guys can attain this same body fitted feature in the next 5 days. Like I might go ahead and say you can lose 100 kg in just 5 days. Now that's an attraction, right? So I've attracted people like, oh wow, people want to know about how can I lose 100 kg in just 5 days. And I know the best thing I cannot do now. The best thing I could do, I say, well, learn it for free, just 5 days for free. Now, take for instance, have it at the back of your mind that my goal is to market my products and services. I'm not in the game for charity. I'm in the game to actually make money. So, but I can't just make money by start shouting, "Come and buy, come and buy." I have to follow a process that would lead to that. So, my whole goal is to sell my gym membership, or sell my gym business. But now I want to go through this route by attracting people first, right? So I stand out and I say, you know what, lose 100 kg in the next 5 days for free. I'm going to teach you for free. And people who are interested in bodybuilding and everything, like, oh, I'm interested. Let me see what you can offer. Then they go ahead to say, you know what, I'm interested. Please join me. And the next thing I do is like, you know what, okay, for you to be for you to show more interest now, register with your email, and we'll continue discussion from there. So let's say for instance, 10,000 people decides to register for the program. Now I have 10,000 emails for free. One. Now, number two is engage. Now, how do I engage with them? So I'm engaging with them by sending them the contents that they've actually signed up for. I'm sending them the value that they've signed up for. So now I go ahead to start sending them, maybe day one, I send them a video on how to the exercise they need to take. Day two, I send them. Day three, I send them. Day four, I send them. Now, this process, I'm engaging them with the content they actually want. Now, the reason why they will go and check their emails is because I've already promised them a value, and they willingly showed interest in the value. So no matter the kind of 10,000 unread emails they have in their mailbox, because they have signed up for my program and they know the value they want to get for the program, they would go open their email and go look for their mail, for my own personal mail. Now, so they might have 1,000 already emails or 20,000 already emails. They don't care. They will look for my own mail because they're expecting my value and what I promised them. So at that point now, I'm engaging them. I'm sending them the videos. I'm sending them everything, and they're like, wow, they're getting value. Day one, they got value. Day two, they get value. Day three, day four, day five. At the end of day five, they probably seen the results. And at that point, I've built up credibility. I've built up trust. I've built up integrity. So they now know this business, like, oh, this business is legit. The guy delivers on their promises and everything like that. That's engagement. Now I've created a bond with them that even when I'm done after day five, if I have to send them a mail at maybe 1 week after, they would click on the mail to read the mail. Even when we're not talking again, like just 1 week after, I just decided to send them a random mail. They will still go click on the mail because they already got familiar. We already have a relationship built, and they already know what this business could deliver to them. And that's still on the engagement part. Now, bearing in mind that my goal is to sell my membership card, right? So 1 week after, I decided to send them a mail like, oh, are you guys keeping up with your fitness center, with your fitness journey and everything? You could also eat all these kind of foods or have this kind of diet so that you could also maintain your shape and everything. That's that. Now imagine 2 days after again, I decided to send them, you know what? Because you've engaged in my 5 days free program, for you to keep up with your bodybuilding process, I'm going to give you 10% off our membership rates. So you could sign up for a membership card, a premium membership card, and you could, and you could benefit 10%, 10% that. Now, would it take them, persuasion, like over and over persuasion before they actually sign up for that? No. So if 10,000 people sign up for my free wherever, at least I could be so sure that 50% of them are going to enroll for the gym membership, right? Because now they know me, they know I've built credibility, I've built trust, I've built everything to them. And at that point, they're delighted and they are interested in actually carrying out the business transaction with me. And basically, that's how you could structure out your email marketing system. Now, like I said, your the email space is a private space. So imagine I didn't get your phone number from you, and then I just called you up one morning like, hey, what's up? My name is Mark. I'm calling you from gym, Mark and Co gym, and I would like you to sign up for a program and everything. What are you gonna do? You're definitely gonna end up the phone on me, or probably I start sending emails that you don't even know about. I start shouting, "Oh, get 10% discount on a membership deal. Get 10% discount on a gym membership, wherever." At that point, you're like, "Okay, I'm not even interested in signing up for a gym. I'm not even gonna read this email or something like that." And basically, that's how almost every business are getting it all wrong when it comes to email. You need to find out a way to attract people to actually give out their emails to you. If someone could take out the time to fill a form and drop their emails, bet it that 80% of them are willing to go check their emails from a response from you. And that is the ice breaking point. If you could get people to willingly give out their emails to you, take it for a fact that they are going to read out, they are going to watch out for your mail. Now it's not left to you or now you now engage them because the engagement has to go there. So it's not like I can't go to a party today and I probably saw a fine lady, she's looking all good and everything, and we exchange contact, and the next day I invited her for coffee and she's looking like, you understand? Now probably she didn't brush her hair, she didn't comb her hair, she didn't make her face look good and everything. I'm not gonna come back again. I'm not going to come back again, right? So the engagement part is also a very important thing, as also getting people to actually sign up for your email marketing system, right? So you need to have this at the back of your mind. How can I attract people? How can I go ahead to engage them? And how can I go ahead to delight them? And they could go ahead to actually buy something from you. Now we're still talking about email marketing strategy, and I'm taking my time to explain this so we could have a reorientation about how it all works. So it's not just you getting emails of people and you're just start sending them unnecessary emails and you're saying people are not reading your emails. It doesn't work that way, right? Now, let's look at some of the elements of an effective email marketing system. What are the things that contribute to you having an effective, strong marketing system? Number one, number one is timing and frequency. Timing and frequency. So imagine because you met me at the party and I gave him my house address, right? I gave him my house address, and the next morning by 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. he at my door, knocking at my door and saying, "Hey, hi, we met at HIT's event yesterday, and I was hoping we could talk about something. What are you gonna do? You're definitely gonna slam the door and be like, what's wrong with you?" So timing is actually important when you are sending out emails. Timing, you need to send out your emails at the right time. Why? So you need to have a mental picture of your audience. Who are your audience? Who are the people you are sending emails to? People open their emails at various times, right? So imagine you're sending your emails to maybe a 9 to 5 person. A 9 to 5 person will probably check his personal email at 2 occasions or 3 occasions. Number one, while they are commuting to work. So maybe they're in the public transport as early as 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. going to work. They're trying to catch up with their mails. So they're on their phone trying to read up on mails and everything. That's the perfect time to send emails to such people. The other time they might check their mail might be during lunch hour. So maybe they have a lunch break or something. They're on their mobile phone and they're checking their emails. The last one would be maybe when they get home in the night before they sleep, they check their emails, right? Now, but imagine you reaching out to maybe you want to send emails to the marketing managers, the directors, the CEOs, and everything. Probably those ones probably check their emails during the week only. Now, probably because at weekend they're probably with their family. For those people that love family, they're probably with their family, or they're probably at the golf course, or they're probably at the party, at the club, or something like that. They won't check their emails at that time. So imagine you sending an email to such people at weekends. Now, do you know how many emails will have entered from period of the weekend to Monday before they check their mails? So let's say an extra 300 emails have entered. Now your email is down, 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 and you shout and you start shouting, nobody's reading your emails, right? So timing is very important. Timing is important as to when you send your emails. The timing must be right. Because I gave you uh the timing must be right, right? You don't go ahead and start waking up people. The second one is frequency. Frequency is just you taking into consideration how often should I send email to this person? How often should I contact this person? Right? So let me put a vivid scenario here. It's just like a guy meeting up with a girl today, and the girl gave him a phone number, right? And the first thing the guy does the next day was 5 a.m. He has called her. Hey, hello, beautiful, how you doing? I collected your number, blah blah blah. In the afternoon again, he has picked up his phone and is calling her again. Hi, hello, how's the day going? In the night again, hello, hi, how's the day going? So like it's even if the girl probably felt attracted to him or something, it will get to a point she will feel like you're bugging me and like stop coming to my house or stop calling me or something like that. So frequency also plays an important role in when you're crafting out your email marketing strategy. How often do you want to send emails to people? Because someone gave you an email does not mean you should start sending emails to them morning after night, Monday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At some point, I'm going to get bored of your emails. I'm not going to read your emails. And the funniest thing is that you might send an email to somebody on Monday and they've not even read the email already. Probably they are open to read the email by night or by Tuesday. And you've sent another one again. How do you expect the person to catch up or keep up with your emails? So timing and frequency is very, very important to that. Number two is subject line. If I'm to ask everybody in this class right now that all those 1,000 emails that you need open, why need you open them? And majority of them will say, well, because I know it's marketing. How do you know it's marketing? You know it's marketing because of the subject line. You saw the subject title. So you might see something like, oh, enjoy 10% discount from Jumia. Enjoy 50% discount in our Konga Yakata. At that point, you probably, maybe over the weekend, you've lavished your money and you're receiving debit alert and you woke up with an headache of debit alert. And you're not checking your email and you now see Conga trying to say, come and get 10% discount. At that point, you're not thinking about buying anything. You're even thinking about making more money, not actually buying something. But do you know, there's a nature to people who buy. We sometimes buy with emotion, sometimes buy on impulse, right? Now there could have been a way that that Conga or Jumia would have crafted that email that will make you to open the email and you see some lovely shoes or see some lovely clothes and you be like, wow, I love this clothes. I'm just gonna buy it. I don't care about my account balance. Now, but because of the subject line, you didn't even bother opening the email because you're like, no, I'm not this market. I'm not interested in buying it right now, right? So your subject line also plays an important role in determining whether people are going to open your mail or not. That's that. So you need to craft out a subject line that does not give out. Like I said, email is a personal space. So you're not trying to go into a personal. It's just like you coming to my house. I invited you into my house, and and the next thing is that you start saying, "Oh, come and buy this, come and buy this." Come and, all right, please get out. Understand? But if I come with a different, like I came to you, I was like, wow, I love your shoe, and I love your shelf, or I love your TV console. Do you know you could actually put an artificial flower here, put an artifact here, or put something here that make it all beautiful? I'm like, oh, let me see, and you go ahead and show me, and you understand. But your subject line will already give you away whether I'm going to whether it's, your subject line will determine whether I'm going to invite you into my house or not. So your subject line also plays a important role in that. Another thing you need to also consider when you're crafting out your email strategy, number three is your content and visuals. Your content and visuals, right? Content. Now, because someone, like I said, because I might have met you at the party today, and you sounded all, sounded all good and intellectual and good, maybe because of the drink you had, and it's giving you a different inspiration or something. Then the next day, I think we should meet up. I will meet up at a coffee or at a lounge, and you're spitting rubbish. Like you're just spitting something that makes no sense. You're talking you don't sound all intellectual again. The next time you call me, like, let's meet up, am I going to meet up with you? Definitely no. So your content also plays a pivotal role in determining whether people will open your email. I might open your email today and it's all trash, and like your content wasn't even making no sense. You are not going to send me a email the next day, and you expect me to open the email again. It doesn't work that way, right? So you need to invest in your content storytelling, your content writing, everything. Your visuals, what are images you attach to your emails, not images that are distorted, maybe images that don't make any sense. You need to also invest in your content, visuals, and copy. The fourth thing is what I call device optimization. Device optimization. Now, I don't know, you might have experienced, you probably visited the website today, and you visited a website today, and on the desktop, you visit a website on the desktop, and you're like, wow, I love this website. I love the way everything is. And you go ahead to like, oh, let me open the website on a mobile phone. And on the mobile phone, it's all distorted. Like you have to scroll from the side to the left to see what the website is about. The text are so big, you have to zoom in or zoom out before you can enjoy that. Uh, I'm not going to visit the website again. I'm probably just going to exit and not come back again. The same thing also applies to your email. If people are reading your email and it's on their mobile phone, whatever screen they are reading, whether on the mobile phone, on their TV screen, on their tablet, on their desktop, whatever screen they are opening the email from, they should also have a great experience. That's also the time whether I'm coming back or not. If I'm to read your email today and it's so tiny, I have to zoom in and zoom out before I could get your message. That stress, I'm definitely see your email the next day, and I will not be so interested in opening your emails. All right, device organization. Now, the last final thing is personalization. Like I said from the beginning, the email is a personal space. It's just like you writing a letter to your dad. You're not going to write a letter to your dad and say, "Hey, everybody, as you all know, it makes a whole lot of sense, right?" There must be that personal touch in the email, right? In the content of your or in the body of your mail. And the same thing also applies to email marketing. Now, this is not social media marketing that you are writing to a million people. You are writing to Ademola that you met in the party yesterday. You are writing to Ademola that showed interest in your product or services yesterday. You will not go and start shouting, uh, and start talking as if you are talking to a million people. There must be that personal touch. There must be that personal relationship that makes the customer feel like, oh, this business is talking to me directly. Like, this is not being written by a robot. This is not a robot trying to send me something. This is like an human. Like, that personal touch is just there and makes the whole message look all different. And everyone's like, wow, wow, wow. So that personalization must always be in your email, right? So that's why you get to see some images. You get to see something like Dear Emmanuel, Dear Benga, or Dear Pedro or something. They know what they're doing, right? They want you to have that personal, like have a personal touch with the person, right? And also in your personalization, you must also send out the right message, right? So I showed interest in buying a phone from you, and the next email I'm getting from you is just a general email that talks about your products and services. No, meaning you didn't take me into you didn't take me into cognizance, right? So because I showed interest in phone, the email I should be getting from you should be on the phone that I showed interest in, that buttress, that try to create an engagement, or that try to you know convince me to actually buy the product. So these are the major five elements that you need to take into cognizance if you want to have a successful email marketing strategy. All right, let's move. I'm going to move into fast now so we could get into that. But I want us to understand, if you could get these all strategy parts, you're good to go, right? Now, okay, so this wraps up the strategy part. Which is number one. I call this the 4 hours, the 4 hours, and number one is that the right message. You must send the right kind of content, or the right message to the right person. If I'm not going to Dubai, I don't have interest in Dubai, and you're sending me a mail about Dubai, I'm not going to open the mail. And the next email you may send, I might not be interested in opening it again, because it has nothing to do with me. So you must always send the right message, the right kind of content that suits the person you're sending it to. It's a different thing if you're on social media and you're posting about your general product. Fine. But because I've showed interest in this kind of product, you must send the right message to me, right? So in your email marketing plan or campaign, the right message must be sent, the right content must be sent. And number two, to the right people. Different people deserve different kind of content. I've showed interest in iPhone. I don't expect you to be marketing Samsung to me again. You want to send me content about iPhone, right? So you need to send the right message to the right people. And number three, at the right time. Like I said, timing is very, very important. So the right time enables you or guarantees you people are engaging with your emails. So send the right message to the right people at the right time with the right frequency. So how often should you send your emails? Frequently or spaced out? So in order to avoid getting becoming a spammer or becoming a nuisance to people, even though they willingly give out their email to you, you can still become a nuisance, and they're like, you know what, I don't want to hear from you again. So have this at the back of your mind, that you must send the right message to the right people at the right time with the right frequency. So that's just 4 hours. The right message, right people, right time, at the right frequency. That being said, now enough said about all this. Now let's really talk about building your list. Now when I mean building your list, like how do you attract people? Basically, how do you attract people? How do you get people to sign up? So you don't want to go to an event and go beat up the bouncer to give you the guest list. So how do you attract people to actually giving out their emails to you? Number one is what we call sign up forms. So sign up forms are just forms that make people show interest or sign up for a particular thing. So take for instance the gym 5 days, 100 kg body building kind of thing I said. Now for people who are interested in that, what the gym guy would have done was to create a sign up form. So in the sign up form, I will ask people to drop their email, and in sign up form, I will tell people that you're gonna be receiving emails from me about the program, and that I've already prepared their mind that they need to go check their emails. So number one is sign up form. Number two is website pop up. So I'm very sure you might have visited a website, and before you exited the website, you see a pop up from. I say, "Oh, don't miss an update from us. Drop me your emails." Those are another way of building up your email list. Another one is ads. You could run ads. Basically, you run ads for people to sign up to receive newsletter from you, sign up to get message from you. You just know how to entice them wherever. But you could run ads to that. Number three, or number four rather, is going to be social media too. Your social media space is one of the best places to also get people to sign up for your emails. Now, like social media, like I explained, people can be following your social media for different reasons. So you could have a million followership. A million followership not translate into sales, right? So you need to get from the million people that follow you, you need to get people that are actually interested in buying your products or services, and you can go ahead and market to them. So social media is also one of the greatest places you could also get people to sign up for your email list. Lastly is going to be free offers. So free offers, like you can say, you know what, I've compiled 20 tools for you to have a successful digital marketing or whatever, or 20 tools that will guarantee you, that can make you money online. People love all those kind of things, right? Those are ways you could bait people, you could attract people. So imagine me writing an article, or for instance, the 5 day free membership thing, 5 day free 100 lose 100 kg program. It's a free offer, but the end goal is to get people to actually join my membership thing. So, but before I could get people to do that, I need to introduce myself to them first. I need to have build up a relationship with them first, right? So that's the free offer. So you could get people to do the free offer. Just give something out for free. When you fill out something out for free, they're already in your email list and they're already used to receiving emails from you. So the next day, you can now start warming them up and start introducing your paid product to them, and they'll be willing to actually go ahead and do something for you, right? So the major OM about email strategy is just two things. Number one, you must make people to willingly give out their emails to you. And number two, you must make people be expectant of something from you. So it's only because HIT told you are going to be receiving your maybe your confirmation of the classes or your link to the classes via your email. That's why majority of you went to your email and go look for HIT. No matter the thousands of already emails you have, you just went ahead to go look for HIT, right? So the same thing when you're crafting out your email marketing strategy. Number one, you must find a way for people to willingly give out their emails to you. And number two, you must make them to be expectant of something from you. Is there's a way that a guy would talk to a girl, or a guy would walk up to a girl, and the girl will willingly give out their his phone number to the guy, and there's a way the guy will have introduced himself or should have quoted himself that will make the girl be checking her phone at every minute, like, oh, I'm expecting a call from this guy, I'm expecting a call from this guy, and the first call that rings up, she that picks up a little like, oh, I've been waiting for you, right? So the same thing also applies to marketing. If you could get people to willingly give out their emails to you, that's the first step. Number two, you must create an expectation in their mind. It's only when they're expecting something from you that will make them to go to their email, and out of the 1,000 read emails, look out for your own personal email, and then that is good to go. So that's just the two major things that embodies everything about email marketing strategy, right? So lastly, email automation. So you might be wondering, like, oh, do I have to sit down every day and start sending out emails to people? Maybe if somebody shows interest, you are sending emails to the person. I have to write that. No, no, no. So there's something we call email automation, and that's what ends the whole strategy part. So email automation is a way that you create emails that reach the right people with the right message without you having to sit down every day to write emails to people, right? So email automation works in a way that you have sequenced your emails, in the sense that you've put out some triggers or some conditions that will make the email to be sent out to people. So take for instance, the gym guy could have created an email automation that everybody who signs up for my 5 day free gym card automatically gets an email from me that says welcome, and the next 5 days you'll be receiving notifications from me and other thing. So those are email automation. So email automation, you set your emails to go out at some specific triggers. So take for instance, somebody just contacted you for the first time today, maybe your welcome emails. So you remember when you sign up to a platform, and you receive an email from the person like, oh, welcome to our business or something like that. Those are email automation. They are all sequenced and programmed already, right? So that's email automation, right? And so you don't have to sit down every day to start writing emails or something. You can just sequence your email out and they go out at the particular time that you've set out. Perfect. So now let's get our hands dirty. And before we get our hands dirty, I'm going to open the floor now for questions. So with a few point of mine, I hope I've been able to change or reorientate to you about email marketing, about how email marketing system works. And you can see email marketing in a different light now. And you are now set to craft out your marketing strategy that includes your email platform, right? Okay, so before we go into the practical aspect, I'm going to open the floor now. If you have any question, so far so good on email marketing strategy, before we go into the practical aspect and see how we could actually carry out all these activities, you could signify now or use the chat box. Okay, Alero. Alero, you can speak.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. For the building your list, you didn't explain the in the article links. So that's what I said, sir.
My bad.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for that. So, what is it? So, in article links, basically, in article links are just links within articles, right? Take for instance, we are the blog, you are reading a blog post or an article on a website or something, and they're probably talking about maybe they're talking about digital marketing, for instance. I'm like, oh, we have a free PDF that talks about digital marketing. Will you be willing to sign up for that and receive this via your email, right? So that's just basically so they you could embed your sign up forms within your articles, maybe your blog post. Maybe you're talking about, take for instance, you're talking about bodybuilding or something, and you have a document, or you could tell people to sign up to receive more newsletters about bodybuilding or something from you. So you could embed the link within your articles or within your blog post, and basically that's what in article links is all about. Thank you for that, Alero. Pedro.
All right, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. First of all, I thank you for that wonderful presentation. Most of the things there, the way you put them, makes them so easy to understand, and most are also self-explanatory. But I have this question to ask. From what I am seeing that you have, said so far, one must have a website before you can properly execute all these things. Is there any way one can at least do it to a reasonable extent without having a website?
Yeah, so definitely at you came up with that uh how should I put that, with that conclusion yourself that everything I said has to go to your website. No, everything I said doesn't have to go to your website. I'm going to see that in the practical aspect. So you don't need to have a website before you engage in email marketing. I'm going to show us that uh I'm going to show that just now in the practical aspect. So you don't need to have a website to do that actually. Okay, Francis.
Yes, thank you for the whole presentation. It's actually so enlightening. Um, my question is based on when you were talking about the inbound marketing and then the different stages, attracting stages, and the rest of them, engagement, all that. Also, with the last one you just made now, building your list, your first point was still under attracting people. So my question is based on this fact of attraction. We are in the context of a digital world, so that means that I am not necessarily obliged to deal with someone that I am physically in contact with. So when you're giving an example of party and attracting people using perfumes and the rest of them, now in a situation where I want to attract customers that I have never met, does this attractive stage attraction comes in here? Because I have been trying to see if there is any practical way of passing through this first stage of attraction when it has to do with someone that I am not in contact physically with. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Francis. So when I was talking about perfume and everything, I was just trying to give us a story like kind of thing. Definitely, we are working online. So I'm just trying to give us a story like kind of thing. So like in the party, the only way, major ways you could attract people, your dressing and everything. So, but uh, when it comes to attracting online. That is why I give up. I gave all this part, and you could see. I also give a vivid example of the gym guy, right? So free offers, like free offers, is it's one of the best way to for you to attract people to your business or to bring them closer. People are actually interested in your business, and that's how I was saying that you could have a million followership, and now you could put out something like a 5 day free event, right? A 5 day free event or a 5 day free maybe question and answer kind of thing, or something just valuable to them. Now, to attract people, you need to bring them, you need to give them value. Now, you could give them that value for free and you could attract them because most time when you give people value and you put the price tag to it, and people like, man, I can't, because they don't fully know, they don't fully trust you whether you could actually deliver some things. Now, take for instance, you could have two major speakers right now organizing an event or a training. You could have the likes of, okay, I don't want to mention them, but the likes of some A-list people that you know that will say, oh, I'm organizing a training now. My training fee is 250,000 naira, and you see people trooping in to enroll for that because they already know the value the guy has in stock. As compared to a new trainer, a new speaker who just comes up to you and say, I'm doing a training for 50,000 naira. The person might not even get anybody signed up, right? But if you look at some of these people, they build themselves up by giving free values, right? So that's why I was explaining something about free offers. So you could come up with like the guy, the gym guy. We all know that the end goal is to sell, right? But the guy was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give guys free 5 days bodybuilding videos or machinery, whatever, for the next 5 days for free. Now people are like, oh, I'm interested, I'm interested. They signed up for that, and you went out to give them all those that. And when he was done giving them, at that point, he has already built up trust and credibility and everything from that. Then he went out to start marketing his product. You know what? You could actually sign up for my gym membership for a discounted fee of 10% because you joined my 5 day free this time. So everything on this screen you're seeing right now, based on your list, are ways you could attract. You could actually run an ad that states that you want to give somebody free PDFs. You've definitely have gone to website and you say, oh, we can give you a free PDF on how to build your on how to maybe write a business plan. Maybe you went to Google business plan and you landed on a website that talk about business plan. They will say, you know what, get a free template, a free business plan template for that. What they're trying to do is to actually get your email so they can actually try to market to you later on. So everything on the screen right now is just various ways you could actually attract people. But the ones you have at the back of your mind is that you must offer value. Value. When there's value, people are going to triple value, and that's the only way you could attract people. When they see value, they're going to come for the value. When they come for the value, you feed them the value, then you can go ahead and market to them. So how would that make sense? Who else was raising their hand? Okay, Manuel. Yeah, let's go. So after Emmanuel, after Ademola, we're going to go on a final break and we'll go straight to the platform.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mark. Your presentation was quite informative. The question I have, I don't know whether I'm too fast ahead, though, but I will seek your apologies if I'm ahead of the class. So the question I have is that you've taught us about email marketing. In the course of doing this, as time goes on, if we are able to build traffic, as in having more audience, reaching out to more people, there are some brain behind it that are very good. Those ones behind, like those are my coming up with issue like email phishing. How do we manage them? Because as a marketer, a digital marketer, reputation matters most, because when your reputation is impaired, definitely you might start losing your customer. So how do we manage the email phishing that will come up? Those that will be trying to disguise like you, or those that will be trying to make a duplicate or a replica of what you are doing. Over. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to pen the answer to that. I'll probably answer that at the end of the class, so it does not look too bogus to some people. So I understand your question, but permit to answer that when we're done with your training. Today's class.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So lastly, Ademola, and can call it a.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mark. It's been a worthwhile time with you. It's been an eye opening. I appreciate your input. I only missed out something. The email automation, I was unable to get detailed explanation about it before you take it. Maybe I was looking at something else at the time. So I just saw it briefly, and then the explanation I was unable to read through. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, no problem. So I'm going to explain email automation when you go to the practical aspects. Right. So permit for us to go on a break now, and so I don't spend too much time on that. But it's occurring on the screen, you read that. But when we're doing it in the practical aspect, I'm still going to explain that. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's go on a final break for today's class, and we're back. We'll go straight to the platform and we'll see how we can implement everything we've said in the past hours. Right. So please take a sip of water or just stretch your leg, or you could attend to something that's very important at this particular time. And we're back just 10 minutes. So please watch the time so you don't miss out, because when we come back immediately, we'll start immediately. All right, Ken. Ken. All right. So welcome back from that break, and so far so good. We've been able to cover email marketing in depth. We talked about email marketing strategies. We talked about how we could build our email marketing list. So now let's go ahead and put in all this thing we've learned into demonstration, right? Okay, so some of you might be wondering, oh, okay, so we've learned things about email marketing now. So do I have to go to my Gmail, or I have to go to my Yahoo to go start sending emails to people? Oh, it's gonna be so tasking to add over 1,000 people into my email box. No, no. So when it comes to email marketing, your Gmail and your Yahoo does not perform that kind of marketing skill, or the marketing skill that big, right? So we have various email marketing platforms or softwares that we use to carry out email marketing, right? So if you go to Google and say top email marketing platforms, there are, you have tons of them, right? You have tons of them. So go scroll down. So look at the down button here. You have Sending Blue, you have Mailchimp, you have constant contact, rather. You have MailerLite, you have Get Response, you have in there's so many of them. Like there's so many of them. But for the most popular one is always Mailchimp, right? Because it's for some reasons it has a level bit of flexibility when it comes to no payment, right? Like so many business, so they have business owners in mind, like, oh, so many business owners might not be interested in actually paying for the software at the beginning of their marketing. So Mailchimp is one of the popular ones, so and that's what we're going to be using for today's practical. But bear in mind, whether you finish digital marketing class and you go and get a job at a digital marketing firm, or you have a client you're working with and they are not using Mailchimp. Now, the platform, almost all this, the platform works the same way, right? They all have the same, they all follow the same structure and everything. So if you could uh, work well with Mailchimp, I can guarantee you that 80% will also work with another platform. So do not be bothered about, oh, I only know about this platform, I don't know about this platform. They almost all have the same strategy, the same button, the same technique you need to follow for the platform, right? So to carry out, so just need to log in onto Mailchimp. So it's mailchimp.com, mailchimp.com. So this is mailchimp.com. So all you need to do is go ahead and create an account. So you're creating an account, so asking for your name, your username, some other things, phone numbers, and everything. You just go ahead and create the account, and you are good to go. So when you're done creating an account, it's a very simple process. When you go to create an account, then you can log in, which I'm logging in right now. Okay. So give me a second to verify this. into the platform, and when you log, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so I've logged into the platform, and when you log into the platform, it asks to verify, like I just had to do off screen. And so yeah, you are. So let me walk us through the platform and how it works, right? So this is your Mailchimp platform, and you have your dashboards where you have some updates about things going on your platform and everything. But on your left hand side, you have these menus. Number one, you have the chimp edge. The chimp edge is just like your dashboard. It takes you to your dashboard. Then you have this pencil icon. So the pencil icon is the create icon. So this is where you get to create your sign up form, you get to create your emails, you get to create your messages that you're sending to people and everything like that. The next icon is your audience. So your contacts list or the people you're going to be sending emails to are known as your audience. So everyone who have subscribed to your mail list are found in your audience. So this is where you get to control your audience. You get to see numbers of people who are currently in your audience list and everything like that. That's audience. Then the fourth icon is the campaign icon. So this is where you get to control your campaigns. So if you create an email list, an email message today that you sent out, that's a campaign. So you could go there to see the reports of your campaigns, see how they are performing, and the ones that are not performing well, just get to see the ones that are running everything. So that's the campaign. Then the other one, the fifth icon is the automations. So remember when before we went on the break, I was talking about email automation. So email automation is just a process whereby you automate some things. So in sense that you don't, for everyone who signs up today, you don't have to go there every time and start creating a message to them every time. No. So your message could be automated with a trigger. So you could set a condition that says everybody who signs up on my website, send them this mail or this message automatically. So you know all those times you go to a website and you sign up for something, maybe you sign up for an event and you automatically receive a email in your mailbox. That's automation. So right? The message has been automated. So immediately you fulfill a trigger, the message gets sent to you. So take for instance, you signed up on the website for the first time today. There's a message that comes to you straight off. So that's email automation, and you can set that in the automation tab here. So you have another icon which is a website. So Mailchimp allows you to build a website on their site, and you could from there market your emails and everything. You have your content studio, you have your integrations. If you want to link your MailChimp to your website, or you want to link your MailChimp to some other apps that you might have, that integration. So basically, these are the major icons on your MailChimp. And we're going to be working with grades, we're going to be working with audience. Now, the first place we need to start from is our audience. We cannot send email out to people if we don't have email accounts of people, right? We need to have people give us their email list, and that is why you went through the last slide that talked about building your list. So we need to come up with something that will make people want to sign up and give us their email list and everything like that. So let's go ahead and see how we can add people to our audience tab. So what I'm going to do is to go into the audience tab. I'm going to click on it now. So it shows me my audience dashboard. So this is not a fresh account. So currently we have 11 contacts in this audience. So if you have audience in your dashboard already, this is how you're going to see them. You're going to see total number of audience that you have, uh, total numbers of emails you have, and everything like that. So, but for now, we want to add people to our audience list. So what I'm going to do is to click on this option here, this manage audience here. Then you have a drop down. So in this drop down menu, you could import contacts. So take for instance, you actually did an event, maybe an offline event, and people came to your event and they were signing up at the door, but they were signing up manually. They were writing their their emails with their hand and everything like that, right? And you already have email contacts. Maybe your previous customers that have been visiting your store, you have their email contact and everything. You don't want to stress them by sending them links to go sign up again. You could actually import the contact yourself, right? So I'm going to show us how to import the contacts, and I'm also going to show us how we could set up a form that people can fill up automatically. So click on manage audience and click on import contacts. So now how would you like to import your contact? You have two ways to import your contact to MailChimp. So like I said, maybe you have contact offline. You carried out an offline event and people registered at the door and you have their email. So you want to send them emails. So the first thing is that you could upload a file. So you could upload a CSV file. So maybe you have it down in your Excel sheet, well stated out. You have their first name, you have their last name, and you have their email, maybe their phone number or their address or whatever information you have. It is all spread out Excel sheet. You could upload directly that Excel sheet here, and what MailChimp would do is to extract those emails there and add them to your contacts. That's the first way. The second way is to do the copy and paste. So if I click on copy and paste now and continue to upload, so now you can copy them or you could type them out straight here yourself. So take for instance now you have the three columns there. You have email address, you have first name, you have last name, and you have address. So you don't have to fill up the address though. So take for instance now I can just go type them straight. Maybe I've not typed them before. I can go type them straight. You know what? I have Ademola at gmail.com. Then first name is going to be Ademola. Last name is going to be Mola. Or maybe I have maybe I have another one, Yusuf at gmail.com. And first name is going to be Yusuf. Last name is going to be Boku. Right? So then you can go ahead and copy and paste everything straight away, then continue to organize, and it should go ahead to organize those contacts for you. So if I click on continue to organize now, so it will ask you for a status like, are they subscribers or non-subscribers or clean everything. You want to go with subscribed, right? So you can only send messages to people who have subscribed to your audience. So when you're uploading any contact, you want to click on subscribe to show that, oh, they've actually subscribed to receive messages from me. If you don't click on subscribe, you're not going to be able to send messages to them. So the last stage is going to be tag your contact. So now, when it comes to email marketing, right? Like I said, you need to send the right message to the right people. So how do you segregate or segment your audiences, right? Take for instance, you have a store in Abuja, you have a store in Lagos. You don't want to be sending emails of marketing activities of Lagos to your contacts in Abuja. That would be a wrong thing because you're sending a wrong message to them. So there's something in email marketing we call tags. So tags is just you tagging, just from the word tag. It's just you tagging a particular audience. So take for instance now, I'm running a 5 days free gym, whatever today, lose 100 kg, and I'm running another one that is for diets. Maybe I'm running another free offer for people who want to download PDFs on best 5 diets to eat, to reduce, to have body, to lose weight, something like that. Now, these are two different audiences. So I can set up my tags to be like, oh, these people that are signing up for 5 days, let them have this tag. These people that are signing up for diets, let them have this tag. So that when I want to send them a message, I won't mistake the messages. So if I want to send them a message about dieting, I'll send to the people who subscribe for dieting. If I want to send a message for people who are interested in 5 days free body weight, body losing thing, I send it to the right person. So tags is what you use to do that when it comes to email marketing. So all you need to just go ahead and create a tag. So you can say, I want to create a tag that says these ones are for 5 days. These ones are for free diets. Free diets. Then continue to match and you can continue to upload and everything. And your contact will be added successfully to your account. Right? And that's that. Okay, so now let's imagine we don't have contacts. We've not done any offline thing. We don't have customers before. We want people to actually sign up for our newsletter now. So that's that. So to do that now, you're just going to create. So we want to create a sign up form. Remember when we were talking about how to be the audience, I talked about sign up form. So now let's go create a sign up form that people can sign up to join our mailing list. So click on the create button and you will show this. So click on no sorry, click on landing page or sign up form. Go for sign up form instead. So click on sign up form and go for sign up landing page. Sign up landing page. So sign up landing page has it. So now what's going to be your landing page name? So landing page name could be so let's go for a business. Let's say we're a food a dieting company. Let's say we're a dieting company. So dieting Nigeria. Then click on begin. So one of the most beautiful things about Mailchimp is that Mailchimp is a drag and drop system. Number one, then number two, Mailchimp offers you templates, right, of what you want to build. Take for example, I want to build a sign up landing page. Now, a sign up landing page is just where people can drop their email contact to probably sign up for a particular something from you, right? So that's your landing page. So you have some templates that Mailchimp is going to show to you if you want to make use of them. So you have your lead. Some of them are not free, some of them are free. So just scroll down to the ones that are free. So you can see the perfect template here. We have a template that says grow your list. So that's what we want to actually do. So you have another template that says promote products, lead generation, everything. But we want to grow our list. So I'm going to go for this template of grow your list. So like I said, the MailChimp platform is a drag and drop system. So you can see on your right hand side there, you have elements. You have some elements that you could want to make use of your landing page. So you have your text box, you have your divider, you have your images, you have your image card, you have your social buttons, you have your share button, you have your video button, you have your payments, and you have a button. So whatever thing you want to build, you could just click on it and drag and drop it inside here, and you're good to go. So, but on the middle part, we have our Canva, where we get to design what we actually want, right? So when you click on any of these elements, you have the pencil icon that allows you to edit anything you have over there. Take for instance this background now, you could change the color, or you could put an image there. This logo, you need to upload your logo and everything now. So what I'm going to do is to go to Google now and go look for image and go look for images that we're going to use for that. You want to go, so you at this point you want to enlist the help of a graphic designer to help you design something, because you don't want to go to Google and go copy some of this stuff. So but I'm doing that because it's just practical, right? So I'm going to look for an image that we could make use of. I can look for a perfect logo. Okay, so I think we got a name. So I'm going to save this. Uh, okay, so we got that. The next thing we need now is an image to buttress our message. So that yes, I think I'm gonna go for this. Okay, so that being done, we have our logo and our everything. So that's it. So now, okay, so what I'm going to do now is to now edit the logo, right? So we have a logo here. So just click on the icon, the two icon, and you could go ahead and put in your own logo. So just click on replace, then upload your own logo. So I'm going to click on upload. I'm going to click on this. Oh, so we need a different image. So we didn't get that. So I'm going to select another image. So I need one more image. Okay. So I'm gonna go to so my bad, just a minute. What's up, logo? Okay, so I think I was just gonna make use of okay, so I've uploaded some images that we use. So we just go ahead and select my logo. So I'm going to click on this as our logo and insert. Now, so I've uploaded the logo, and it seems like the logo is too big. So you have a slider over here where you can use to reduce the size of the logo. So I'm just going to slide it down, and yeah, slide like this. And so I think it's perfect this way. So, so I've successfully uploaded the logo that we want to use for this. Upload the logo that I want to use for this sign up form. Now I could also change the background of this form. So what I could do is click on the color. If I want to use a color, I could click on color, then I'll just select a random color that way. Or I could click on image. I could click on image to use an image as a background. So I could select either these as a background and select that. So you can see the background has changed to these, and yeah, so whatever that works for you, you can use a color or you can use an image as a background, anyone that goes for you. So that's fine. So we've done our logo and we've done our background. The next is to do the message or the content of the landing page, the sign up form. So now here goes in our title. So just click on the pencil icon, and you could go ahead and change it to whatever you want. So let's say a free PDF. So I have our title to be free PDF for healthy diet recipe, right? So the thing here is that it also works straight like your Microsoft platform. So you have your bold icon, you have your italics, you have your underline, you have your font size, you have uh, your style, you have your alignment. You can align to the middle or align to the left. You can align to the middle, align to the left, or align wherever you want to align, right? So it works like just like your Microsoft Word. So that's the title. Now for the middle here, we can go ahead and start putting our messages that about the free PDF diet and everything, right? We could also add an image. Let's say we want to add an image. So if you want to add an image, just click on the card image here, drag and drop inside here. So let's say I want to add an image here, just drag and drop there. Then click on upload an image. Then I'm going to select the image I've uploaded already. So I'm going to select that and click on insert. And now we have our image. Let's say it's too big, you could go ahead and resize based on how you want it. You could resize, you could leave it wherever it is. So I'm just going to leave it that way. So we have a free PDF for healthy diet recipe. And in the middle here, you could go ahead and put in your messages about the whole thing. Let's say you write some kind of, do you want to leave, healthy. Okay, so I've written a bit of message here. So I said, do you want to leave LD but find it difficult to keep up with what food to eat? Sign up to get our curated 100 LD diet recipes for you. So that's a message we are selling here, right? I could go ahead and just put this in the middle. Yeah. So now this is the form itself. So the form itself is the last paragraph here. So you click on the edit icon here, and you can go ahead and select what are the fields you want people to input. If you only want people to input their email address, you could leave the email address like that. But let's say you also want to receive their first name and their last name, because of personalization kind of thing, you could also include that to the list. If you want their phone numbers or their birthdays, you could check that. But one of the best things that you don't ask for too much so that it does not become a stress to them when they are filling up. So for the address, I'm just gonna uncheck address. We don't need the address. We just need their email, their first name and their last name, and their birthdays. So I need their birthdays for something I'm gonna explain later, right? So and this is how we've created the sign up form. So this sign up form does not need a website, right? So I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's say we close, just save and close. You could also change the message of the icon. So let's say I want to change the message of the icon, just scroll down to where you have this button text. So I can just say send me. If you just get creative with your messages. So I said send me the PDFs. And so that's that. Now it all looks good, but you remember something I said about device optimization. So it might look all good on a desktop, but you want to also know how it looks on mobile. So you have this icon over here, preview. So click on the preview. Preview will load up to you exactly how it will look like on desktop and how it will look like on mobile. So this way it looks like on desktop, looks all good, right? Now let's go to mobile. Click on mobile, and this is what it looks like on mobile. So on mobile, it looks all good. Our logo is sitting well. Our messages and everything are sitting perfectly. So we are good to go. So what I need to do now is click on save and close. I'm done designing everything here. So click on save and close. So we are done designing our sign up landing page. Now, how do we get it across to people for people to sign up for these free PDFs? So that's why I said you don't actually need a website for this, right? Now, the sign up form acts like a website. It's like its own landing page on its own. So what MailChimp is going to give you is a link, a URL that you can share with people. So the same URL you can get to your social media, put it on your social media for anybody that wants to sign up. You can put it on your bio, add it to your content plan. You could also share it. You could also run an ad towards it. You could just share the link anyway. So you don't actually need a website to do this. But if you have a website too, you could also actually upload the URL on the website. So now this all looks good. So the last thing is to click on publish. So I'm going to click on publish. Oh, sorry, before we do that, tags. I just remember tags. So now let's say everybody that is signed up via these, we know they are signing up for free PDF, right? So we want to tag them so that when we want to send the PDFs out, we don't send the PDFs to everybody in our audience list. We just want to send it to people who actually signed up for that. So what I'm going to do is click on edit audience. When you edit audience now, I'm going to select choose an audience. I'm going to say, yeah, audience. So the next thing is tags. You can see tags on the right hand side here. So I want to create a tag for everybody who's going to be signing up for this landing page. So I'm just going to click on a plus and I'm going to create a new tag that says free PDF. Free PDF. So that's a new tag I'm creating, free PDF. So everyone who signs up via this landing page gets a tag to their accounts that says free PDF. So when I want to send the PDF out, I only send it to people who have that tag, right? So that's the purpose of the tag. So I'm going to click on save now. Now I'm done saving. So the next thing going to click on is publish. So I'm going to click on publish and our sign up page will be live. Now, so our sign up page has been created and it's live now. So you can see the URL over here. This is the URL that has been created for this account. So this is the URL you go ahead and copy and you can go ahead and share on your social media page or you can send to people in a message or wherever. So what I'm going to do now is to send post the URL in the chat section and I will expect everybody to go fill out the page. So I posted the link in the chat section. So just go ahead and click on it. Sign up for the free PDF diet. And when you're done, just you can come back or give a thumbs up, or you can comment that you're done. I could go to the next process when it comes to that. So click on the link, go sign up. Don't let me know you're done. Fourth link that MailChimp is going to give you, but if you don't like the link, like link is too long and everything, you could go make use of URL shorteners. So URL shorteners can help you shorten a link and make it all look better than long URL that gives us. So everybody go sign up to the landing page and let's know when you're done. Let me know so we can proceed into the next stage. So that's how you create a sign up landing page. You don't need a website to do that. You don't need a website to do that. So you could copy the link and go share on any places that you have. Okay, so I have two people are done. Okay, three. Okay, four. Okay, okay, perfect. So we have a couple number of people have done that. So perfect. So now let's say if you remember we've created this campaign now. So the next thing we want to do is go to our campaign tabs and see how our campaign is faring. So I'm going to click on this campaign tab to see the reports on the campaign we just created. So if I scroll down now, you can see this campaign. This is the campaign we just created, Dieting Nigeria. It's a landing page, and it has a tag of free PDFs, and it has been published successfully. And now this is the report now. So 9 people visited the page, 5 people clicked on it, and 7 people have subscribed via this landing page. You can see. So if I click on View More Reports, it's going to open more reports. So currently it says 9 people visited the page, 8 people subscribed. Right, 8 people subscribed by that. Now we've had 8 people subscribe to our mailing list via there. So what we're going to do now? Okay, so more people are joining. So now we can see we've built our list already. 8 people are subscribed. So let's go audience tab. So I'm going to click on this audience tab over here to see people who are subscribed to our mailing list. So what I'm going to do is click on view contacts. And so I'll get filter tags, and I'll select field. So I have how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 people who have subscribed to my mailing audience. So I have Alero, I have Oyewole, I have Bello, I have Ekende, I have Emmanuel, I have Mary, I have Kolawole, I have Samuel, and I have Francis. Now you can see the tags that have been attached there, which is free PDFs. And now we've successfully built our audience list, and we can go ahead and now create an email to be sent out to these people who have requested for their free PDFs. Okay, perfect. So now what we're gonna do now is to go create a campaign, an email campaign that we'll send out to the people. Now, mind you, when it comes to MailChimp, free version, like I said, it has a free version and the paid version. When it comes to free version, you are only allowed to have 2,000 contacts in your mailing list. So only 2,000 people can subscribe to your mailing list. When it's more than 2,000 contacts, you have to upgrade to the paid version, right? Okay, so we are still below 2,000. We just have 9 people or 10 people are subscribed to our mailing list. So let's go ahead and go create the mail to them that I want to say that to them. So next thing, click on the create icon. Now this time around, we're creating an email. So click on email, then click on regular. So next thing we want to do is what's the campaign name? So our campaign name is going to be uh, free free diet recipe. Right? Then click on begin. Whatever name you give your campaign is left to you. Oops, so we have an issue. Okay, so MailChimp just deactivated our accounts. Yeah, so MailChimp just deactivated my account because it said we violated one of their policy, blah 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 blah. But anyway, not to worry. The only thing is that we can't send out emails, but we could. I'm just gonna show us how to do it. Okay, so free diet PDF. So we're creating an email campaign. So we've clicked on create email, we click on regular, and we are here now. So this is the name of the campaign. We're creating free diet recipe, and so just like a normal email, the first question you'll be asked is two, who are the people you are sending the message to? So two, I'm going to click on edit recipients. So remember the time I said something about tags, right? That tags helps you to segment the people you want to send the message to. You don't want to send to everybody in your list. So this time around now, remember I want to send to people who subscribe for our sign up page for the free PDFs. So those are the people who want to send emails to. So I'm going to click on this segment or tag and I'm going to select free PDF because these are the only people who want to send it to. So I'll click on free PDF and then I'll click on okay, yeah, allow this first name. So the personalization would click on allow, then click on first name, then save. So you can see it has changed to 10 recipients. So this even go out, we only go out to 10 recipients. The 10 recipients are the only people who have the free PDFs or who signed up via the landing page and also have the tag free PDF to their name. So that's it. So the next thing is from who are you sending or who is sending the email. Now this email software, marketing software allows you to send an email. You can change the name of the sender anyway you are, right? So you can have an account and you can be using it for like 10 different senses. Because every time you're sending an email, it's going to ask you what is the from name you want it to show to the audience, right? So now, from now, we send this campaign. I can change this name to Diet Nigeria. I can change this name to Diet Nigeria. Then I can go ahead and to change the to email address. I can say, you know what, I'm sending it from Diet Nigeria at gmail.com. Right. So if tomorrow you want to send another email from maybe Ademola, Nigeria, you can come back to name, change the name to Ademola, Nigeria, and send out. So when people reply the mail you send, it's going to go straight to email address you put here. So I'm going to click on save. So as we're sending this email now, when it gets to the inboxes of people, it's going to show it's from Diet Nigeria. It's not going to show that it's from my account of my name, right? The next thing you want to fill is the subject. So click on add subject. So like I said, remember the subject when I gave us the tip about our subject, the subject must not look like a marketing kind of thing, so that people you just know how you craft out the subject. And also when you're doing your subject, it should not be more than 9 words. It should not be more than 9 words, and it should not be more than 60 characters, right? So let's say if you say your I could go like say your free. I could also add an emoji that says so I have a subject line that says your free diet recipe is here. And good to go. So save. Now perfect. So the last thing you want to design is the email itself, the body of the email. So which is the content. So go ahead and click on design email. So you also have the same thing, just like the same way we have done the landing page. You have templates that MailChimp is going to give you. So you have the basic one and you have some featured ones. Most of the featured ones are paid for, so just go for the basic. So I'm going to go for this. So go with any of the templates that works for you. So perfect. We are back to the same page. Now the same thing go. So let's go ahead and put in our logo. Click on replace and select the logo. So I'm just going to reduce this. Right. Now save and close. So yeah. So this is the body of the message. So just need to go ahead and edit the body of the message. So I can say oh sorry, typing errors. So just go ahead and say hello. So remember when I said something about personalization? So when you want to personalize the your emails that you're sending out, now because when people were signing up for their landing page or your sign up form, you requested for their first name and their last name. So you could go ahead and use that when you're sending them their emails. So if you want to do something like dear, maybe like dear Ademola or dear wherever you now, you could do that by you could do that by saying dear, then put in the merge tag. So click on the merge tag over here. So when you click on merge tags, you could then select whatever details you need. So I want to attach their first name. So I want to do something like dear maybe Ademola or dear Francis or something. So you do that by merge tags. I think that again, if you want to do personalization, you want to use the first name or the last name of the person, just type in your what you want to do, then come to merge tags over here. So click on merge tag. You have options of everything you need, like the first name, the last name, and every other details you need. So I've selected first name, so it's going to show up as dear, the first name of the person. So I just go down. Thank you for signing. Uh, so at this point, you just go ahead and write any message that you want to write to the person, just like an email. So you could just say, go ahead and say thank you, blah blah, thank you. Just go ahead and write the message you want to write for the person. And if you also want to add an image, you can just go ahead and so drag and drop the image. Yeah, put an image, select the image, insert, and reduce by view anyway. And that's good. So now, if you want to add a button, let's say you want to have a button where people can go and do whatever they want to do, you just drag and drop the button here and say, let's say download PDF. So download PDF. So link to a file. You just click link to a file, and this. So link to a file and save and close. Now, the bottom part of your email, you have this mailing address and everything. So also there you have the option for people to unsubscribe for your list. According to the policies of email marketing, you want to give people the opportunity to unsubscribe from your email. If people are tired from receiving emails to you and they don't want to receive emails from you, you have to give them an opportunity to do that. So the down part of your email here, you don't want to mess with it at all. You just want to leave it. Even if you delete it, MailChimp is going to add it to it when they are sending it. So it's going to add your copyright, the current year, the name of the company, and your mailing address and everything. So that's that. So yeah. So you can go ahead and add any design, anything you want to add to this. It's just based on you, right? But this is the basic thing you need to know about it. Now, the last thing you want to do is going to be preview again. So remember, you need to know how it looks like. So click on preview. You could now, when it comes to email sending, you have two options to preview. You could actually send a test email to yourself. You could send a test email to yourself to see how it looks like. So I could click on send a test email, and then I could select, let's say, my email now, and I click on send test. Okay. So because the account is banned, I can't send. Anyway, you could send a test email to yourself. So if you just put in your own personal email, then click on send test. So the email will be sent to your own personal email, so you can see the way the email looks like before you actually send it to the public. And you can also click on preview here to enter preview mode. So definitely you have the desktop, the way it looks like a desktop. Then you also have the mobile, and can see the way it looks like on mobile, and you're good to go. So the next thing you want to do when you're done with your messages and everything, just click on continue. So when you click on continue, you can double check all the details we have here, the people you are sending it to, from the subject and the content, and you're good to go. So when you're done, the next thing you want to click on is send. You want to click on send, and the email will be sent out to the people you are sending the email out to. But because of the restriction in account now, so we violated one of MailChimp's MailChimp's policy. So most platform has policy against body shaming now. So most platform has policy against body shaming. So because I said maybe you want to keep in shape or something, there's some trigger words I used in the landing page you created. So that's why the account is on suspension right now. So I cannot send an email out to everybody now, right? But basically, is how you create the email. So when you're done, all you need to do is click on send. When you send, it will be sent out to everybody, right? Then you could go into campaign. So you could come into campaign here to see. If you go to campaign now, you can see the report, just the same way we saw the report of the one we created. So take for instance, you also So when you're doing reporting for your email center, there are basically two major things to look at. Number one is the open rate and the click-through rate. So the open rate tells you, so just look at this, an example is this one over here. So just look at the 5 days fitness. So you can see opens 100% and click 60%. So your open rate is just how many people opened your email. So you sent out your email to 200 people, then 100 people open it. Then your open rate is 50%. So meaning not everybody fully opened the email, right? So the major things you look at for when you're doing reporting for email is going to be your open rate and your click-through rate. So click-through rate is just like how many people actually click. Maybe you had some links in the email. How many people actually clicked? Maybe like the download PDF. Now, how many people actually click on the download PDF and everything like that. So that's the major things we look out for when you're doing reporting for for your email. So that's that on everything. So you could so far so good. We've seen how we could add audience to our mail to our account. We've seen how we can create a sign up landing page, and we've also seen how we can create an email that we send out to our our customers, right? So the other one is going to be on automations, right? So automation, if you go into automations, automation is just where you can create out your sequence. So the way automation works is the same way the email works. So when you click on automation, it will ask you for email, right? What's the email you want to send out to people, and just to ask you for a condition. So your condition could be everybody that signs up for my landing page, send them this welcome email immediately, and that's all. So you design the email and you also put the condition and that's for the automation part, right? But so sorry, we can't. I can't send out the emails now because the account just got banned now because we violated the policy. Yeah. So there's a so you also want to look that out as a digital marketer. You want to know the policies of you want to know the policies of almost all platforms, right? Facebook has policy against body shaming, politics. We're also doing political this thing, your account and everything could be banned, right? All right. So ladies and gentlemen, it's at this point we call it a close on email marketing class. So the floor is now open for questions. So we have a few more minutes to take questions and yeah. So before I take questions, so in case Ken kicks me out of the class, the assignment is going to be so Ken, please do a favor to drop the link for the Telegram group. Can you just help us drop the link for the Telegram group right now? So if you're not in the Telegram group, please join the Telegram group. So the assignment that I'm going to give to everybody now is that you uh go create an email campaign, right? So firstly, if you create a landing page, just like I created a landing page. So you create a landing page, then share the link in the Telegram group. In the Telegram group, that's an assignment. So share the link in the Telegram group. Now everybody in the class, what you need to do is click on the link that you see everybody drop, and you could just go sign up for the email. So now the reason why you're clicking on the link, I'm still going to click on it and give my feedback on it. But the reason why you're clicking on the link is that you could also get inspiration on how people did their own, how people did their design. And you could also weigh what you also did. Maybe you see what Ken did and you see what Francis did, like, I did rubbish. Let me go back and check. All right. So that's the assignment for everybody. So everybody go create a landing page, drop the link in the Telegram group. Ken, please drop the link to a Telegram group. If you are not in Telegram group, Ken, please help us drop the link to a Telegram group. So drop the link Telegram group. So when people check the landing page, do well to also sign up, right? You can use one of your emails that you don't use very well. So sign up for whatever offer that anybody is offering you via the email. Then so for everybody else, when you get people sign up to your landing page, also go ahead and create an email and send it out to people, right? So that's going to be the assignment for today's class, right? Before next week class. Francis, what's the name of the software? So you didn't join at the beginning of class. The name of the software is MailChimp, right? MailChimp. Right. So before I open the floor for questions, let me just give out this announcement first. So the class has been recorded. So immediately in the next 2 hours after this class now, the recording will be made available on your LMS platform. So if you missed out anything while the class was going on, you could catch up with the recording, and that's that. And every other conversation takes place on Telegram group. So if you have any question as to maybe you tried your hands or something, drop in Telegram group. Now, the Telegram group is not only meant for the instructor to reply. Everybody else in the class also has the avenue to also share their opinion. So if anybody asks a question that you feel like you know answer, you could just go ahead and answer that. All right. So yeah. So that being done now, the floor is open now for questions. If you have questions, Let me take some few questions before we call it a day for today's class. Right. Okay, floor is open now. Okay, so that's the Telegram group link. You could join the Telegram group if you're not part of the Telegram group. Okay, so let me take some. So if you want to have a question, please just raise your hand now. Ken's going to kick me out of this class now. The class is supposed to end by 2, right? But next class, Wednesday, it's going to be by 10 to 1, 10 to 1. So put that in mind. Today was 10, 11 to 1, 2 because of the orientation that had took place today. All right, Yakubu.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Listen,
Hello, sir.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you. I really enjoyed your class, and you really did wonderful well. And I was sorry to just put in something. It was a friend that said I should really join this course. I will never regret it, and I really enjoyed the way you took the course. Thank you very much. I appreciate your efforts. Then my question here is that concerning the automation. Is it necessary we have to use the mail chimp, or we can use, because I think there is another one, sand post. I don't know if we.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no. So like I said in the beginning, Mailchimp is just one of the popular ones out there. There are so many other email marketing platform out there. But the reason, so we've gone through today's class, right? So almost every other platform works the same way with what we've seen. Please mute your mic. So every other platform works the same way like Mailchimp. So you have your campaign, you have your audience, you have everything. So if you can work with today's class, you can work on any platform. So you can go to your send in, whatever. You can go to your get response. You can go to your sender. So many other platforms also use the same strategy and technique I've taught you in today's class in another platform. Right, perfect. So any other question? Ken has dropped the link for Telegram group. So if you're not in Telegram group, please join Telegram group. I'm also in Telegram group, so you can reach out to me in Telegram group there. Okay, so assignment for last time, go to whatever platform you want to use, whatever platform you're using, that MailChimp or anything. Go there, create a landing page, a sign up landing page, a sign up landing page, and a sign up landing page, and then post the link in the Telegram group. So everybody in the class, please go ahead and click on everybody's Telegram group, everybody's link, check it, and you can also rate it. And if you feel like this person did well, you can say, "Oh, nice one." Or you can also pick in inspiration from that, right? Then you can also do it to subscribe, please. And for everybody, you want people to subscribe, put a very enticing offer there. Maybe like buy one get one free, or you understand. All right, so I hope you enjoyed yourself in today's class, and it's been nothing but value for your time and for your money. We'll continue class on Wednesday talking about building up on the digital marketing program. Okay, so if there's no question, any other thing again, at this point, I want to, okay, Yakubis give a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, so if you enjoyed today's class and you got value for your time, I'm gonna just give a thumbs up. Same as that, just give a thumbs up. Uh, she's chasing me out. Wow, only one person enjoyed today's class, Mary. All right, the problem. All right, so it's been a wonderful time with you all. So see you all on Telegram group and see you all on Wednesday. So do enjoy your week and have a wonderful and productive week ahead.